Right. Well, good morning. Welcome to the Love Seat.
Thank you.
So, obviously we've had a little quick chat, but tell me about your hair. Tell me what do you like, what do you dislike?
So I have not coloured it since 2020. As we went into 2020, I just decided to go grey.
And do you like the grey?
And well, I did like it. It was all kind of different shades, and I really like it. But I don't know what this is. But I've started to have this kind of like yellowish thing at the front here. Right. I don't know if you can notice it. It's not so visible today, but it is there.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
So I don't really know what to do about or what that is. I don't know why that's happened.
So tell me, what do you do? Tell me what your day-to-day routine is.
In life or with my hair?
With your hair.
Okay. I don't since I've stopped colouring it, I haven't had to wash it so often.
Okay, so how often do you wash it?
Every 4 or 5 days.
Okay, that's okay.
And
what do you normally use?
I do use those purple shampoos to kind of take away. So I don't know if that's created this.
So with purple shampoos, purple shampoos is an interesting one because when I started doing hairdressing, I recommended people use them, and now I don't really, because what the purple shampoo does, it's a very big molecule, so sometimes it makes the hair be a bit flat.
And my hair has become flatter. Because it used to be quite curly before.
So if I mean flat as in tone of the hair. But also what it does is, because you still have natural pigment in the hair, when you use the purple shampoo, it's not something that tones every hair the same.
Okay.
So if you, for example, have one that's slightly whiter, then what happens is that purple shampoo will tone that one more violety. So then any contrast will make the other hair look warmer.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm going with that? So that's with a lot of people, when they do use the purple shampoos, you can see inconsistencies in the hair. So if I take just a neutral tone and put it as a low light in here, it will look brassy on you because of the contrast because the white is so white. Yeah. So that's why we always say to people, so if you have any form of contrast in there, if it can be in the creamy spectrum, but it still needs to be in the very pale spectrum, otherwise the contrast will make it look yellow in comparison. And that's what happens with the purple shampoo, because some of them will go very, very white, but some of them won't. And then that contrast between the very white, very cool, even though that is, let's say, not warm, it makes it look warmer. Yeah. So that's where we want to prevent it from. Okay. And then do you use the purple shampoo? How regularly do you use that?
Well, I use it every time I wash my hair. So I don't know if you're meant to do that either, but no. Okay, so that's probably where I'm going wrong.
So I would definitely say you can use, there are things that we recommend now that's much more gentle. Like for example, there's something called Color Fresh, which is something, it's from Wella, you buy it online, something you put on after you wash, put it on, leave it on for 10 minutes and it neutralizes. But hopefully after today you would not need any of those to be used again.
And then I don't really do, I don't always often brush my hair, if I'm honest. I kind of pop it up quite a bit. For swimming. And it has got really flyaway lately. When I first stopped dyeing it, it thickened up. And I always had like a wave in my hair, but that's gone. I think it's because I don't have any layers.
Yes.
Because I used to have layers in, which gave it more body. So at the moment, I'm just feeling it's a little bit flat.
So I'm going to come back to that in a second. For the colour-wise, would you be open to some colour today?
I think I'm not very good at, I'm quite low maintenance. So I am up to anything that you want to try. So if you say
you are low maintenance, how often would you realistically want to be back in the hairdressing seat? 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Stretch it.
Because that indicates where we're going to go. So I actually don't want to give you loads of colour, because I think because of if you are low maintenance, then tints are out, because that is it's not high maintenance, but it's 6 weekly. Yeah. So I don't think that's where you're at. But I would say, instead of going, at the moment, what I feel the hair lacks is direction, because I think it's just been left. And a lot of times people think we can just leave our hair and it will grow out, but actually it needs direction. So where you are naturally blonder, I would say we go in and we make that actually blonder, a lot creamier, lift that up. put a very cool low light slightly behind it on where you are darker.
Okay.
Bring that in, because then it will look like we are directing you into a color, but keep you all in the silver white tones. Now, the only thing that I see with your eyebrows, are they natural?
Yes.
Do you build things?
I do, but I've been for a swim since I did. Yeah.
Right.
So it comes fresh from the swimming pool.
So the one thing that I would advise is probably to have them tinted.
Yes.
And obviously, because what that will do is will make the eyes stop. Because at the moment, because this is very pale and then the eyebrows are pale, it loses the definition of the face.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if the eyebrows are penciled in or coloured, whichever you prefer. I don't. Do you have them?
Years ago, I had them microbladed. So what's left there is what was left there from like 5 years ago, I suspect.
So I definitely don't think you need to have them microbladed again, because I find, how old are you, if I may ask?
60 later this year.
Oh, fantastic. So I find that with a lot of my clients, as we get older, if the eyebrows have been microbladed dark, and so you are lucky because yours is faded. Like when I looked at them now, that's why I had to look closer. I couldn't see that they've been done, but that's the thing that allows us to transition into a paler hair color, where sometimes if it's very dark like mine, it makes it very difficult to transition into that. So you're very lucky. So you can just have them tinted, and that will make a big difference. Okay, so with color wise, I don't think you need color everywhere. I think I would like to make it a bit more exciting for you.
I would too.
So a little bit of blonde through the front, a few little low lights underneath, nothing in the parting, so that when it grows out you don't see any regrowth like that. And then balayage you out here more to actually make you blonder. Which will look really, really good. Then haircut wise, so I can see through the back of your hair that the hair, there's some, remnants of curl and stuff like that going through. But how do you feel about the length?
I usually have it a little bit shorter. You know, like this, I probably had it cut in October. Okay. And I haven't had anything since then. So it's grown out a bit. I kind of quite like the length. I'm happy to go a little bit shorter. Well, I'm just happy to be guided, really.
Right. So facially, you are very fortunate. You've got very good cheekbones, so the bone structure is good. You know, I always say to people, when we are young, we are a triangle like that. Yeah. As we get older, and this is with all of us, that happens. So the key thing is to avoid expanding this even more, because with all of us, it's just gravity that kicks in. So obviously with you still have very good bone structure, so that's not, you still very much triangular through that, which allows us to give you multiple of options. So if you say to me, the first thing, when you said you like the hair, this for me here is too long on you. That I constantly feel like I want to open up the face so we can see the face. So if you want to keep, I'll give you a few options and then you can tell me where you feel more comfortable in. You can, I would probably say the hair for me needs to be a little bit shorter, because at the moment where it sits on the shoulder, it actually makes it very, very square through here. So what I would like to do is give it more of a swing, so it sits just on the shoulder through there. But this front bit here is too heavy, so that needs to come up a little, probably to about the corner of the mouth. So that can still then go into, because I'm keeping in mind, obviously you're very active, so that can still get in the ponytail, can still get behind the ear. And then this hair here, you see, has become very kind of triangular. So that needs to be layered up to get this bulk to sit. Now you've got a lot of hair, but you do have fine texture. So your hair can take some layer, but not loads of layer. And that will give you a really nice shape. I can see that will work very well, opening up there, bringing that, it can be nice and tousled. And if you do wear it just natural, that can work. The second option is you can also look good with fairly shorter hair. Like facially, you can go for a bob probably about there on you, but then you'll definitely have something a little bit more, maybe not quite that short, maybe about there. So it's probably about that much shorter than we originally said. If you are going to do that, then I will do something slightly different to what I've suggested for the first hair. So I will make it slightly A-line, where it's not short at the back, long in the front, but just ever so slightly going forward, because when I bring that up on you through there, and that actually works really good again on that triangular to lift that up on you. And then you'll be able to get quite a bit more lift and body through there, but definitely the fringe then there, I will make probably, instead of to the mouth, I'll put it to the nose, which is still long enough to get back there. And both of those styles can work well. Thirdly, you can also be very short if you want to. I don't feel that. But that could be an option if you wanted to. Right. So what are you thinking?
I like both of those suggestions. I think I was like, when you were talking the first option, I was like, oh yeah, I can feel that. So maybe that is
the first
one. But I do, I want it to look a bit different. So
you will look different. I think I always say to people, let's start and we'll cut it and we'll see how it evolves. Because I think we'll very quickly, both of those styles, when I mentioned them, I feel there's a spark to them. The very short one was, even though I suggested that, that's a definite no for me, but I may be wrong. But I definitely think that can work very, very well. Right, fabulous. Let's get cracking.
Find life in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, you and I.